Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Noble. Today I'm gonna be showing y'all how I made a sample with my boy Psilo. Y'all see him all the times in the thumbnails and titles, but I finally got a sample with him. And yeah, at the end of the video, I'm gonna play the final sample. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the video.
Hey, Noble.
So before I break this loop down, this is what the final sample sounds like. Crazy. So I started the sample off with some vocals from my boy Psilo. He sent me a couple samples that all had the stems to them and asked me to take the vocals from them and flip them into different loops. So I'm going to play what the original chop sounded like so you can hear which parts I took and which ones I left out. So after making those cuts, I ended up with this pretty simple chop. And you can see that I had to make an automation here on the second vocal chop because it was a lot louder than the first and it was causing some clipping. The first effect I added here was from Steven Schaefer's and Pilgrim's new Portal Bank, and it's called Like Water. Then I added a light reverb using this plugin I have called Tall Reverb 2. And then to give it some body, I added 2 sketch cassettes and turned the hiss up a little bit to raise the high frequencies. And with all those effects, you end up with this. Next thing I added was this bass from my new one-shot kit called Cadence. The bass is called Hop. It's got a lot of sub and body to it. So you can tell with those first two aspects that I've kind of created a gap that needs to be filled with something. And what I used to fill that gap was this analog lab preset called Heaven or Hell. The MIDI is very simple. This is what it sounds like. And this is what it sounds like with no effects. The reason there's such a huge difference there is due almost solely to this preset from that same Portal Bank called Lo-Fi Bounce Factor. And then I also added a light reverb. So now that the gap was filled, there's kind of a call and response going on here. So from here I dragged in this contact bank called Mesa Winds. Here's what the original MIDI sounded like. The reason I love this bank is that it's velocity sensitive, meaning that if you have some notes at different velocities, the flute will emulate that like a real player. So from here I rendered the flute out and pitched it down an octave, and that's what it sounded like. So after this, I opened my favorite bank in Arcade called Toys, and I loaded in the Toys in Motion preset. I don't have the original MIDI because I ended up deleting it, but this is what it sounded like after rendering it out. So from here, the sample was pretty much done. All I needed to do was add some body to it by adding a texture. I found one in Cadence, pitched it down a lot, lowered the volume a lot, and just added a little bit of reverb. As for Master Effects, I have the mellow ambience on Valhalla and the gentle modulation on sketch cassette as usual. And then I have a preset called Crispy Frequencies from that same Portal Bank from before. From here, I did some light arranging, stemmed it out, and the sample was finished. Unlike usual, I decided not to pitch it down because I like the original pitch a lot better, and I had already pitched down the starter that Psilo sent me. That's going to be about it for the video, y'all. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and also subscribe and leave a comment down below and show some love. Go follow my Instagram at prod.noble. Y'all been going crazy on there recently and we're growing very fast, so thank you for that. By the time this video is uploaded, there's a pretty good chance we'll have just hit 900 here as well, so thank you for that. Make sure you go cop Cadence. It's the first link in the description. It has over 120 one-shots and 11 bonus loops. Also drop some video suggestions down in the comments below. Also, I'm in the works on a sound kit with my boy Kabeh. It's gonna have analog lab presets, samples, starters, midis, one-shots, all that. So yeah, get ready for that. I'm gonna play the final sample now, so I'm out of here. Peace.